ready for NBA action live on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. The New Orleans Pelicans preparing to defend home court in this Western Conference battle. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson. They're in the backcourt. And it's Barnes in the 3 spot. Clock at 6. Here's Curry. That's short off the rim.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Well, New Orleans is still a relatively young team, but they play with the maturity, I think, Clark, it's beyond their years.
You know, Kevin, the average age for them last year was just over 25 years old. The youngest team in the West, actually, to make it to the playoff last year.
Now Curry, following Drew Holiday's three-point attempt. Curry dishes to Barnes. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. And Holiday kicks to Gordon. Back to Holiday. Davis sets a screen. Holiday, the pass to Davis. It's stolen by Bogut. And it's Omer Ashik with the foul. That's his first foul. Curry kicks to Bogut. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Now the pass to Thompson. Clock at 6. The dish to Barnes.
Early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
Here's Davis. Pelicans shooting their first free throws of this one.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
First one falls for.
Well, with the season the Warriors put together, they came out way ahead of everybody else in the West. I mean, given how tough the West was last year, that makes their 67-win season all the more impressive. One of the best in history in my mind.
Bogut kicks to Curry. This one for 3.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
Count the bucket. Warriors took apart the West last season. They went 42-10 against the rest of the conference. The games between them and second place and the West were the same as the games between second place and 8th in the West.
And the Warriors didn't just pick on the little guys. I mean, they had big wins over the top teams in the West. Against the rest of the playoff teams, the Warriors were a whopping 20-5.
The Warriors shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. Last year, the Pelicans, Greg, pushed their way into the postseason. It was a neck-and-neck battle for that number 8 spot, as you recall, with the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And how about the excitement down the stretch? And they were able to edge out the Thunder and Russell Westbrook on that just point binge down the stretch there. And what a final day that was. A big, huge win over the Spurs let them get into the postseason for the first time under the Pelican moniker.
Thompson dishes to Bogut. And the Warriors miss again.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Davis, the pass to Holiday. Gordon kicks to Davis. Holiday dishes to Ashik. From past the arc. Green with the rebound.
As you said, I mean, New Orleans made the playoffs for the first time under the name Pelicans. Unfortunately for them, they ran into the Warriors in the first round and were promptly swept away.
Here's Holiday, following the basket by Stephen Curry. And here's Gordon from outside. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
And thinking back to the Pelicans' playoff from last year. Let a 20-point lead slip away in that fourth quarter of Game 3. But they played better than a sweep and got valuable postseason experience for that young roster.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Just trying to get a break in the action to clear some heads here. I mean, they've gone ice cold, and not a bad idea to give them a little quick breather.
Yeah, they needed the timeout here. Anything to try to get them to forget about the missed shots and get themselves back on track.
Warriors trailed by 7. And Curry, here we go. Stolen by Holiday. Gordon kicks to Pondexter. This is his first free throw of the game.
Shooting for New Orleans, Quincy Pondexter.
Free throw good, Pondexter. And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. No good on the second free throw. What a year for the Warriors. Clark won their division for the first time in 39 years, ran away with the very tough Western Conference.
And there were a number of surprises last season, Kevin, but the Warriors were at the top of the list. I mean, I don't think anybody, including you and I, pegged them to be as good as they were.
Especially the way the finals began.
Exactly.
Pelicans pull it in. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Here's Davis. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. Davis has got 5 now.
Great outside shooting fueling this run.
And the D is getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down the least bit.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Azili kicks to Iguodala. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. 9 seconds left to play in the first. Gordon goes in, and he dunks it down.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Pelicans on top, leading by 8. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for New Orleans.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
Alonzo G is out there with Anderson. Then there's Tony Douglas. Then there's Tyreek Evans. And it's Ajinça in at the center. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Iguodala, no good.
And guys, one thing that we were treated with last year was Steve Kerr's great quotability in post-game interviews and pressers. He said all the right things and deflected praise like a coach who had done it for many years.
And it's Ajinça missing. Warriors trailed by 10. And Andre Iguodala with the slam.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
There's Ajinça. Cannot hit. And Golden State will come the other way. And Kerr is so good with the media because, Greg, he was a media member himself for so long. You know that as well as anybody. Clark, I don't think he ever tried his hand at broadcasting, though. I can't see him doing that. Did you? I know.
He probably just thrown on as a broadcaster and rarely contribute anything of note. Some guys have what it takes to call games, and Steve just doesn't quite scratch me as that kind of guy.
Evans passes to Anderson. Douglas kicks to Evans. Shot clock at 5. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. And here's Anderson from the arc. Kicks to Douglas. Inside. With the clock winding down. And Anderson slams it in.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
It was the season of destiny, and the Warriors certainly followed through. Clark, the best team in the league all year, and they finished the job beating the Cavs in the finals.
And they were on a mission from the get-go. They would become another team to win 65 games or more and win the finals. Impressive work.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
And for the Warriors, they had tough opponents the whole way. I mean, the Pelicans, Grizzlies, and Rockets, they all put up fights. The Cavs in the finals are just as tough with LeBron, but the Warriors found a way to come through.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
And for the Warriors, it had been nearly 40 years, guys, since the franchise made it to the finals. They had a lot of pressure on them to win and finish things off, but they got it done and did it in emphatic fashion, winning on the road. The title solidified them as one of the all-time outstanding teams in NBA history.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker. There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
And Thompson kicks to Bogut. The feed to Barnes. It's deflected. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. It's stolen by Ajinça. Here's G. The basket good on the assist from Evans. G's got his first 2 points.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Evans with the steal. They push it up for on 3. That's a 2 from Douglas. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
Even though it went down, I don't think that's the kind of look they should be settling for.
It's stolen by Ajinça. Here's G. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really a few more of those, and this game could be over. And really just straight to the basket with a full head of steam.
Well, if you're going to throw it down, make sure you throw it down with force.
Bogut. The rebound by Anderson.
Oh, he knows that one should have gone in. That hurts.
He dishes it to Evans. To the paint. Puts up the baby hook. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Anthony Davis is checked in for Anderson. Pondexter comes in for Alonzo G. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Tony Douglas. And it's Drew Holiday in for Tyreke Evans. Golden State also making some changes. Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Bogut. And it's Barbosa in for Barnes. The Warriors have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. Good on the second free throw. Pelicans leading by 12. Holiday attacking. Outside for Davis. Offensive rebound. Pass to Pondexter. Back to Holiday. Here's Davis. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer. And so that brings the first half to a close. Pelicans lead by 14. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. Andre Iguodala has been sensational.
You just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shot, even the tough one.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. Andre Iguodala has been sensational.
Yeah, he was in attack mode from the...
That jam! I mean, just beautiful.
Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when you need a spark, something electric to get your teammates fired up. Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
And Steph Curry with the foul. Holiday against Thompson. Pondexter from outside. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 5 assists in the game.
As the season wore on, guys, the Pelicans became a matchup that nobody wanted to see. Very tough against teams and had very few weaknesses, too.
For the Pelicans last season, they were a tough matchup. The defense was one thing, but their mentality, the way they fought through the game was fantastic.
Yeah, and Kevin, you look at their record against other playoff teams, and it stacks up well. I mean, they made the playoffs by never thinking they were at a disadvantage on the floor. And having that kind of confidence in a young team, that only really speaks for a positive moving forward.
Here's Ajinça. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Forget about finesse and agility. This big fella's all about power and force.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Well, I tell you, the Warriors roster fit together hand in glove. They were led by the Splash Brothers, but the front court and the bench really complemented the rest of the team perfectly because all of the players for the Warriors were extremely versatile and highly skilled.
Omer Ashe, he's checked in for Alexis Ajinça. Back to Curry, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second move.
And Ashe throws it down.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is.
It's stolen by Davis. Pass to Pondexter. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Gordon against Curry. Gordon dishes to Ashe. 6 to shoot. And it's Gordon missing. As you're talking about the Warriors, they were built to play with each other last year. The bigs could all pass very well, and that set up the three-point threats.
And then even on the defensive side, I mean, they had players that really complemented each other. I mean, some undersized power forwards who countered with rim protectors. I mean, they also had the length at every perimeter position to switch on any play. So they are equally as adept on that side of the ball.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
And the basket good. Gordon's got 12 points in the game.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Back to Davis. Here's Holiday. Warriors with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And it's Green missing.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Passes it to Gordon. Feeds it to Davis. And Holiday, here we go. All sorts of time. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. And it's 9 points for Davis.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
And Thompson kicks to Iguodala. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Gordon against Green. Ashik, the pass to Holiday. And the rejection by Ezeli. Iguodala kicks to Thompson. And the Warriors miss again.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Thompson against Holiday. On the wing, Eric Gordon. All alone. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. New Orleans on top, ending the third quarter on a 14-5 run. On New Orleans, back in a moment. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Warriors trailed by 21. Anderson is out there with Alonzo G. Then it's Alexis Ajinça. Then there's Tony Douglas. And it's Evans in at the point. That's the Pelicans 5. Tries from 10. G, no good. Spates kicks to Barnes. Krills the three-pointer. Barnes has got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Warriors.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Iguodala with it. Evans picks him up. It's stolen by Ajinça. Iguodala with the steal. And it's the Warriors on the break. Barnes with the ball.
Really a heads-up play on both ends there. The steal and the quick push on the break.
Rapid-fire basketball at its best. Boom, 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 bang.
Just too dangerous of a shooter to leave alone from beyond the arc.
They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
And the Warriors making a change here. Bogut's checked in. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Outside Curry. He feeds it to Iguodala. Back to Curry. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. And it's 6 points for Steph Curry.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him. The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish. Not good shot selection, long range, and a defender all up in your jersey.
And, you know, that's just the kind of defensive work he's known for. I mean, he can take that shot away from you and does it more times than not.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Ian Clark's checked in for Golden State. Warriors trailed by 19. Here's Curry with the three. Rebounded by Ajinça. Ajinça's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Dishes it to Douglas. Lets it go. That one wide left.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one.
Here's G. Tries a 3. Warriors have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
A nice shot by Anderson.
Man, they came out smoking here from beyond.
And Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
Evans outside. Anderson is screen on Curry. Evans dishes to Anderson. Out to the right wing. Douglas the pass to Ajinça. And here we go. Fast break. Barnes has got it. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. Golden State also making some changes. Justice is Ely. He's jacked in for Bogut. Rush comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Barbosa in for Curry.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Pelicans.
And Clark, their hard work on the glass paid off.
You know, they both are excellent rebounding teams. I thought it was a tough battle underneath both ways.
Spates checked in for Barnes. Barbosa against Gordon. Barbosa gets the bucket. Barbosa's got 4 this quarter.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that.
Here's Hushit. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Yeah, might as well tack on a few more points to the lead, I guess. This is going to be a dominant win for them.
That's the right word for it, Greg. Dominant. This one was as one-sided as we've seen in a while.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Well, they're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
Yeah, you know, it was a real solid performance for them in a lot of areas. I mean, they should be proud of their work tonight.
Puts up the baby hook.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
Sure can, because they've earned the win.
Now here is Holiday. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team, by far tonight.
No question about it, Kevin. They certainly gave their fans plenty to scream and holler about. This place was rocking. It was on fire. And it only got louder as that lead got bigger.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke.